the philosopher behind the Declaration of Independence. To understand the philosophical foundations of the American Declaration of Independence, it is essential to examine the ideas of 17th-century thinker John Locke. Locke's concepts of natural rights, the social contract, and popular sovereignty profoundly influenced the American Revolution and the modern understanding of democracy. In this video, we will analyze the Declaration of Independence from Locke's philosophical perspective. If you are interested in history and philosophy, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Declared on July 4, 1776, the American Declaration of Independence states, "All men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." The fundamental source of this powerful statement is Locke's theory of natural rights. John Locke was born in 1632 in England and studied at Oxford University. He specialized in philosophy, political science, and medicine, and became renowned for his views on individual freedoms and the legitimacy of government. In 1689, he published 2 treatises of government, in which he opposed absolute monarchy and advocated for the idea of a social contract. Locke's ideas greatly influenced the Enlightenment movement in Europe and served as a major inspiration for the American Declaration of Independence. John Locke is considered one of the founders of modern political philosophy. In 2 treatises of government, he argued that every person is born with the right to life, liberty, and property. According to Locke, governments exist to protect these rights. Thomas Jefferson later adapted these principles in the Declaration of Independence, modifying property to the pursuit of happiness. Locke's philosophy not only shaped the American political system, but also served as the foundation for many constitutions around the world. Locke proposed that states are founded on the social contract, meaning that governments derive their legitimacy from the consent of the governed. If a government violates natural rights, the people have the right to replace it. Jean-Jacques Rousseau similarly supported the idea of popular sovereignty, emphasizing that governance must be based on the will of the people. American revolutionaries adopted these principles and strongly advocated for the right to resist tyranny. The concept of the social contract remains one of the cornerstones of constitutional governance today. Locke's ideas are explicitly reflected in the Declaration of Independence in the following key principles: the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Derived from Locke's concept of life, liberty, and property, Locke believed that individuals are inherently entitled to certain rights, which no government can infringe upon. The Declaration's expansion of this to the pursuit of happiness highlights the individual's right to shape and improve their own life, a fundamental principle of liberal thought. This idea forms the foundation of modern democracy, reinforcing the individual's right to determine their own future. Government must be based on the consent of the governed, a direct reflection of the social contract theory. According to Locke, governments exist to protect people's rights and must be based on their consent. The Declaration of Independence affirms this by stating, "Governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed." This principle challenged monarchies and laid the groundwork for democratic governance. Today, representative governments and democratic systems are direct applications of this philosophy. The right to overthrow oppressive governments. An explicit reference to Locke's right to resist tyranny. Locke argued that if a government violates natural rights, people have the legitimate right to replace or overthrow it. The American Revolution was built upon this principle. The Declaration states, "Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it," directly reflecting Locke's theory of protecting individual freedoms. Throughout history, Many revolutions and democratic movements have used this principle as a justification for legitimacy. Locke's ideas not only influenced the American Revolution, but also laid the foundation for constitutional democracies worldwide. Human rights declarations, constitutional liberties, and the responsibility of governments to protect individual freedoms all stem from Locke's philosophy. Key elements found in modern constitutions such as fundamental human rights, separation of powers, and citizen participation in governance are direct legacies of Locke's ideas. John Locke's political philosophy shaped not only the American Revolution, but also the broader understanding of democracy today. His theories on natural rights and the social contract remain a fundamental reference point for those advocating for freedom and democracy. Locke's legacy continues to be a pillar of constitutional systems that protect individual rights and freedoms. What do you think? How relevant are John Locke's ideas in the modern world? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on similar content.